defense and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Liz.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53!
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Lefty.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Prescott now. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here comes the ball.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added a third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Hey, 47. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Hey, empty.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ram.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Elliott. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 40 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 120!
Watch the slip!
Shotgun now for Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott caught by Cobb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Prescott now from the 50. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
I know you felt that one. Here we go. 180. Check. Walk 54. I'm on.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, turn it up. Check 50. Slam.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Check. Who's on 47? Check. 50, 26.
Second down, Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not getting...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down carry by Elliott. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 31, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Cooper's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath, the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Hurdles over him, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Another run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Wentz on third down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Flare.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
A gain of 2 brings up second.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Right here.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Prescott from the gun. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Switch up.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account the game?
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another run here with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
9 yards on the play and a first down. On first down, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 42 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw, and this is caught. Amari Cooper. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Forbath, the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's got the connection to Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just... Shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! Here we go, D.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On the option, here's Juszczyk. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Mike, 11. Hey, I 7.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the ball is knocked out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here we go.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
White.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, box truck.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think,
oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Let's go.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, we got to snap it.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's complete. Stills. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he finds Stills. Complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They run forward with Breida. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Watson. Got a man open. It's 4 for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here at a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watson now to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. He finds Hopkins complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set. 19. 57. Come on. 24.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Fairbairn able to put this one through. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but, boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Watson. He's got Fuller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here's Watson, dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, There was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one. Sir. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 83 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Big stop, let's go.
There goes head scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 47 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Othello Witherspoon on the covering.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now Watson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch the twins. I got you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, Charlie. 55. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the 13. 1, Omaha. 55 to Mike. Check.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And this will be a touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, You've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Watson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Watson now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, too. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long from Houston.